Welcome back. This is our election special, Road to Lok Sabha 2024. Well, Rahul Gandhi has taken on Prime Minister Modi on X. Quoting X team's global government affairs post on Indian government issuing executive orders requiring X to act on specific accounts and posts. X has said that these accounts will be withheld only in India. However, they disagree with these actions and maintain that freedom of expression should extend to these posts as well. Rahul Gandhi has alleged arbitrary action from the Modi government, alleging suppression of voices in media or social media, arbitrary action against farmers, against youth seeking employment, abuse of central probe agencies. I'm being joined by Radhika Khera right now, who's a Congress spokesperson, as well as R.S. Pathania. In a short while, R.S. Pathania should be joining us. Radhika Khera, so what exactly is this leading to when it comes to this election phase? Is this the charge that you will be taking before the people?
See, BJP has done everything that it could to suppress democracy. We have even seen that how they tried to switch off the mics in parliament, and when all failed, they suspended more than 150 MPs in one session. The BJP has been continuously misusing the ED and CBI in an unprecedented way. We know it's the election department. They have, they have done everything to curb the farmers' movement and stop them from, protesting. They are attacking them with drones. This is something that we've seen for the first time. They're behaving as if the farmers are not our own people and they are from maybe the Pakistan army or something, the way they are treating our farmers, attacking them with drones, hitting them with bullets. We saw a farmer lost his life yesterday, and not one person from the Bharatiya Janata Party or one minister has come out and condemned what is happening, or he's even said that we are sorry for what is happening. A farmer has lost his life, a young boy whose life has ended. Or not only that, BJP has failed to protect the rights of all citizens. See what is happening in Manipur. Manipur is still burning, but you don't hear the Pradhan Mantri even saying M from Manipur. No, he does not care. He's busy visiting other parts of the world, visiting other parts of the country. He's doing road shows in Gujarat, then he's going to Varanasi, but he still has not found time for Manipur. We've seen that continuously internet has been cut off in many areas, because the only way for them to stop the protest.
Let me just get in R.S. Pathania at this point. Let me get in R.S. Pathania. Okay, we seem to have lost it. But, while you're making these points, Radhika, there's, you started your arguments with about the Central Probe Agency being abused. And we could take one point at a time till we get R.S. Pathania. Now, the BJP is saying, hello, there is corruption which is happening. And the agencies are doing their job of getting after corruptions. Now, would you say that the fact that the agencies are gunning for what seems to be corrupt leaders, how would you defend this before the people?
Well, the Bharatiya Janata Party had been raising questions on Mr. Robert Vadra, or for that matter, Sonia ji, Rahul ji, and lots of our political leaders. But what has happened in 10 years of the rule? Have they arrested anyone? Has something happened? They had made a huge human cry. We have all sabut, this and that we will do. We are going to put them behind bars. What has happened? Have they been able to prove anything? That is absolutely clear. They have the shoot and scoot policy. Whenever there's an election, they will use that. And see, what are they doing? Now the man who was the most corrupt man, Modi ji and Mr. Shah used to call him the most corrupt man in a coalition government from NCP, Mr. Ajit Pawar, their own former chief minister and now deputy chief minister. You remember that? Chakki piecing for Mr. Ajit Pawar now? Where is Mr. Ajit Pawar? Mr. Ajit Pawar is standing, we saw when their Gadbandhan of the NDA, that picture that came out, Mr. Ajit Pawar was standing between Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah. What happened to the chakki piecing and piecing? Everyone's waiting. What about the Assam Chief Minister, Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma? You remember what Mr. Amit Shah has said, that he's the most corrupt person on this planet Earth. And now he's their favorite, blue-eyed boy. So if you are in opposition and if you are in a place where you can defeat them, then you are the most corrupt person. But if you are ready to wash yourself in their washing machine, which is run by the electricity provided by the ED and the CBI, then all your corruption charges are lost.
All right.
Why has no arrest been made? Why is it only during elections?
I'm being joined by R.S. Pathania at this point. Radhika, let me just go over to R.S. Pathania to get his introductory remarks. R.S. Pathania, I'll have to give you a longer time because you joined us late. But R.S. Pathania, Strong allegations here, very scathing criticism. Of course, Elon Musk has gone ahead and said, I mean, not Elon Musk, but the X has gone ahead and said that they want freedom of expression. They do not agree with what the government of India has asked for. Congress is claiming that you are suppressing the voices, whether it be on social media or in media, apart from several other scathing allegations that have been already going on, including the abuse of central probe agencies. Aris Patani, if you can hear me. Right, I think we have some issue with Aris Patania. We're not able to get through him. My team is trying to fix this. Radhika, what really are we now looking at? I mean, you are raising these allegations, but it's not going to be easy to counter them in the public, because there's also a game of perception, and there are these optics, the perception optics, the visual optics that play out, and largely the visual optics that are playing out is about corruption as well.
See, the visual optics and the reality is that the BJP has failed to protect the rights of our citizens, and they have done everything from suspending the internet in various places in the country. There is an undeclared emergency where even journalists who are questioning the government are arrested, and you know that. We've seen that happening. Again, asking Twitter, for example, like we were talking about asking Twitter or X now to delete certain accounts. Why? Because they are raising the issues that are happening and tweeting about the reality of Manipur. If they are tweeting about what the farmers are protesting on, we saw in the last 3-4 days, hundreds and thousands of accounts who were posting about the farmers' protests have been deactivated and have been removed. Why? Because the government is forcing X to do that. That is not the kind of country that our forefathers fought for. You talk about कि 10 साल में हमने इतना विकास किया. If you've done so much work, why are you so scared when people are protesting? We've seen what they did to our Agniveers. First, they completely destroyed the future of our young people who wanted to join the army. Now, when the Agniveers, those who had applied for that, when they come out and protest, what did the government do? They said, we are going to release your videos. If your video comes out and we catch you protesting, we are going to release your videos and we are going to ensure that you don't get a job. So you can't protest, because if you protest, you will not be given a job. You cannot tweet.
Right.
If you tweet, your account will be withheld. If you are a journalist and if you raise the reality of the government in front of the people, then you will be sent to jail. So are we living in an undeclared emergency? This is the reality.
Radhika, let me get Aris Patania. I think our line is finally on. Because it's a debate, it's important to get his voice also into this. Aris Patania, you've joined us quite late. Thank you for being here, though. But my first question, and let me just give you a backdrop of what's been happening till now. The Elon Musk and the X has gone ahead and put out a statement saying the government of India has asked for certain handles to be blocked. They are doing that only in India, but they do not support that. It's against freedom of expression. These are the words that have been used. Rahul Gandhi has now tweeted saying that that Prime Minister Modi only wants to suppress voices, whether it be on social media or in the media arena itself, apart also along with other allegations that have been raised time and again, such as abuse of the central probe agencies. How do you look at this? How do you respond to this?
Yes, Sneha, thank you very much. I'm sorry, there was some problem with my voice connection. A beleaguered, bewildered, and virtually gone astray Congress is given to the habit of selling stories of all sorts. I put three lead questions to you, but before that, let me answer your query. That X belongs to Elon Musk. Narendra Modi ji and Bharatiya Janata Party is not the super CEO or the super director of X. So just creating issues just out of thin air, trying to sell them on pan-India basis. I put very simple questions to Congress. You have been saying Mohabbat ki dukaan. You have been saying democracy.
No, you haven't answered that. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't understand. I mean, no one has said Prime Minister Modi. I mean, of course, you can ask your questions and that's fine. But I'm trying to understand, what did you really respond? I mean, of course, Prime Minister Modi is not the CEO of X. There's no doubt about that. It's Elon Musk. And Elon Musk has said that the government of India has gone ahead and asked for certain accounts to be withheld or blocked or other penalties to be imposed, and they do not agree with that. It is against freedom of expression, but they will do so in India because it's the government of India that has done. How do you respond when Rahul Gandhi uses this, saying it's suppression of voices or freedom of expression?
You see, Sneha, is this a case that all the Congress handles, which the Bharatiya Janata Party has made out its case before Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has responded to the Congress, creating it as a pan-India issue? This is a vast and a diverse country. It is affected by many anti-India, anti-national, anti-social movements also. May it be drugs menace, may it be Naxalite movement, may it be Khalistan movement, may it be certain divisive rhetorics also. So government might have acted in its own wisdom, and Elon Musk might have responded according to his own the terms of the policy of the Twitter and X. My respectful submission is that Congress, please don't make it as a pan-Indian issue. Try not to make a flash in the pan. Try not to create a store with the teacup. My three very principal questions to Congress. You have been always playing the harp that murder of democracy, murder. Why are you silent on Sandesh Kali? Why are you silent? You spoke on Manipur. We appreciate it. You raised the issue. You did it. You might be across the line, this side. Why are you silent on Sandesh Kali? Why are you silent on Haldwani violence? Why? I need a word from Congress on the Haldwani violence. I need a response from the Congress that farmers' protest trying to be turned into a platform for anti-India rhetoric. With due respect, all responsibility, and with all sympathy towards the farmers' demand, towards the distress farmers are placing, we intend, and we need to ensure the welfare and the well-being of the farmers. But the farmer stage being used for anti-Indian rhetoric. Why doesn't the Congress respond? After all, you are a mainstream political party. You are not some Mohalla Sudhar committee, or you are representing some Naxalite or Khalistani movement also. So my very respectful submission before all the viewers of this show, that this agenda-less, directionless Congress believes in the habit of shooting ears in the dogs. You need to confront the issues which are confronting
Radhika
the
Khera?
Janmanas of Bharat. You need to decode the ethical, moral, and political impulse of this country. You need to be relevant to the live issues and the live expectations of the people of India, and rather a young India. We did. And once again, very simple three submissions. Article 370, Jawaharlal Nehru ji said it's a temporary provision. Narasimha Rao ji said history khud chala jayegi. We completed. What's wrong with the Congress? Your promises, if we are fulfilling, why are you troubling it? Uniform Civil Code, the Constituent Assembly said we are trying to fulfill it. You raise specters over it. Citizenship Amendment Act, implemented in 1955, Congress Sarkar. We simply introduced an amendment to it in the year 2019. You created a pan-India issue on it.
Okay.
You said that we are anti-minorities. We
Okay,
are
let me
nothing
get
like
in
it.
Radhika. Let me get in Radhika. You've made a series of
please call a spade a spade.
points. Let me get in Radhika. Radhika, the
Please.
first point being, he said, don't create a flash in a pan.
That's it.
Well, in this entire statement, he never once spoke about why the Pradhan Mantri has still now not gone to Manipur. If you're so bothered about why the Congress is not reacting on anything, Pradhan Mantri Manipur ka ma bolne se, why is he so scared? Why are you not talking about Manipur? Why are you not visiting Manipur? Is Manipur not a part of India? As what happening in Manipur till date does not bother the Prime Minister. It is not giving him sleepless nights. No, nobody's going to talk about that. Is blocking Twitter, X accounts and Facebook and Instagram accounts of your own citizens who are protesting against the government. Obviously, there will be people who are happy and not happy. There are always two sides of a coin, right? So if someone is not happy with you, are you going to suppress their voices? Tomorrow, Sneha, if you want to criticize the government, are they going to put you off air also for that? So that is a clear indication that a normal man is not allowed to do that.
We are called to criticize the government. Want to nahi hai.
I'm just saying it.
We don't have an option. We are called to. That's our job. We are meant to criticize the government.
I'm just saying that is just. But we have seen where journalists have criticized the government. They've been put to jail. That has been continuously happening. The BJP has made it absolutely clear that democracy is history in India, and it does not exist anymore. If it existed, social media accounts would not be banned. And we've seen the misuse of the IT department by the Bharatiya Janata Party to freeze the accounts of the Congress Party and Indian Youth Congress. It is a blatant example how terrified the Bharatiya Janata Party is, because they know in 10 years they have nothing to talk about when it comes to what they have done for the country. The Bharatiya Janata Party, Modi ji and Shah Saab will not
Aris
talk about
Patania?
the 2 crore jobs that they promised every year,
Please.
which accounts to 20 crores.
I
They will not talk
compliment-
about
I-
Kisan ki
I
Aay
really
Dugni.
Aris
I
Patania?
challenge the Bharatiya Janata Party
please, madam,
spokesperson,
please.
Sneha to, I did not interrupt in between. I challenge him to show me one kisan jiski आय दुगनी करी गई हो. The Prime Minister promised कि महिला की सुरक्षा होगी. Our wrestlers were sitting on the road when he was inaugurating the new parliament. Our honorable president was not invited, and our wrestlers were being hit and being
Madam, I
not allowed to raise their voices.
compliment
He
you.
promised that
I
dollar.
compliment you for your wishful thinking.
I did not see. This is not the way, Sneha. We are on a
Nahin,
very
You
okay,
really
all right,
deserve-
Patania ji, let Radhika
allowed
speak.
to speak in our turn.
Please,
The
please.
Prime Minister promised that petrol and diesel ke daam kam kiye jayenge. What has happened? It's crossed 100 in every state. The Prime Minister promised that dollar rupya ek barabar hoga. Did that happen? We're still waiting. He said, if I don't do that, mera kya hai? Main jhola utha ke chala jaunga. We're still waiting 10 years. And what has happened? The country has gone back more than 400 years. Where if you are suppressing
All right.
your own
Okay, now let me get in
citizens from
Patania.
writing and tweeting,
Mr. Patania,
it's shameful.
how would
Please,
you
please.
respond to that? Democracy is
Wait.
dead in India.
Sneha, I really compliment my learned friend from Congress for her a spate of wishful thinking and sweet imaginations. Weaving cock and bull stories is something inherent to the Congress and the Congress leadership. I'm saying for democracy, I posed 3 questions, you did not respond. So far as the performance of this Sarkar is concerned, if I start now, I would not end even late tonight.
उन्होंने भी
How
पोस्ट
we
किया, आप ही
performed
आंसर
and-
कर दीजिए सर. They have also asked some questions.
Please, I put them a question: why you are silent on Sandesh Kali? Why you are trying to create issues out of journalist issues and like that? You see, freedom of speech and expression. Let me then very clear and categorical is the very essence and edifice of the Constitution and the constitutional spirit which it inherited the Indian Constitution. Bharatiya Janata Party has utmost respect for the freedom of speech and expression of all its citizens, including the learned opposition leaders. But certain cases with certain backgrounds, with certain histories, you also raised the hue and cry about Mr. Shah Jahan, who was a Russian scam scandalist and ran away. He vandalized, he attacked the enforcement director officials and like that. So please down. Every case has its own case history. May a journalist was booked, maybe should have been under Congress Sarkar should have been also done it. If I read the history, how under Jawaharlal Nehru and how under Indira Gandhi ji and how under various Congress dispensations there were harsh measures against the press and the media persons also. Please don't equate it like it. My point remains that the murderer of democracy, the most disrespected of the right of freedom of speech and expression, it was trampled with most impunity and difference under the various Congress rules and Congress Raj. And now you are playing wolf. You are trying to shed crocodile tears on non-issues. I stick to the punchline. Come and confront the issues which are confronting the Indian body politic. Come and speak on the issues which are confronting the social fabric of the India. You are taxing temples in Bangalore? No. You are funding Christian missionaries in India. You don't speak on it. You won't speak on Sandesh Kali. You won't speak on the Haldwani violence. You won't speak on the farmers' protest munchies being converted for being used for anti-India rhetoric. You won't confront on what was happening in Jammu and Kashmir under your respective sarkars. How anti-India rhetoric was played with full impunity on the streets
Radhika
and on the
Khera?
bazaars of Jammu and Kashmir.
All right, Radhika Khera,
So-
last response from you. Radhika Khera? I mean, I guess both the political parties can be accused of dual stands, but right now it's the BJP in the ruling and the Congress in opposition. Both will have to answer this.
I was hearing the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson. He's talking about our silence on issues. First, he has to remember that he is the government, and it is a job in a democracy. It is a job of the opposition to ask questions, and the job of the government to answer to the opposition, to the people, to the journalists, to the nation, that why have they not fulfilled their promises? I listed out the promises given by Mr. Modi, and they were these lachhedar naras that they were given. I just asked what Modi ji promised and has not been delivered. And the day the Pradhan Mantri breaks his silence on Manipur, the day Pradhan Mantri breaks his silence on the female wrestlers, the day the Pradhan Mantri breaks his silence on Sandeep Singh, this minister who still continues to be a minister, the Congress will respond to everything that he has said. We are still waiting.
All right. Thank you very much, both of you, for
but
joining us. This debate really doesn't have any ending. Political rhetorics are going to continue all through the elections, but thank you very much for joining us.